illuminates your soul. They say it's always been there, steady, bright, and in control. It's the guiding spirit that drives you as you live your life each day, shining a light on the darkest paths as you walk along the way. It's the light outside the shadows a lonely life can cast, but if you look to feel it, the darkness will not last. There's a light of love within you that illuminates your face, a gentle warmth that surrounds you when your heart is in that place. The brightness of the Spirit and all the love you share, embracing it with a passion, nurturing it with care. Within the light is life's meaning, things close to the heart believed, a summation of your lifetime and all things you perceived. Live the life within you. Let the light shine through, sharing it with others, embraced by love so true. The light that burns within you, the warmth of life's desires, let it shine on brightly, true keeper of the fire. Now we will have silent reflection.
A letter unique in an infinite scroll, both a guest and a gift in this life I am living. May I be for a blessing as I come and I go. I come and I go. Awaken my soul to all its potential. A letter unique in an infinite scroll, both a guest and a gift in this life I am living. May I be for a blessing as I come and I go. I come and I go. Awaken my soul to all its potential. A letter unique in an infinite scroll, both a guest and a gift in this life I am living. May I be for a blessing as I come and I go. I come and I go. Awaken my soul
Thank you. Dr. Isidore Rabi, who won a Nobel Prize for something very science, tells that most children, when they come from school, their parents ask, "What did you learn today?" And apparently his mother didn't ask, "What did you learn today?" She would always say, "Did you ask a good question today?" So some of us have, this might be your first time at a synagogue, it might be your, many, you've been here many, many, many times. And lots of us remember from when we were little that we would come to the high holidays and you would open the ark, and all of a sudden, all of the Sifrei Torah, all of the Torah scrolls are not in their regular colors, but they're in what color? White. So I didn't introduce myself. I think most of you know me, but I'm Rabbi Yevrin. I'm the director of education here. I love a good question. So does anyone know why do we change our Torah scrolls to white? We're trying to purify ourselves, which you might know that sometimes if you get married, some people put on a white kittel, looks like a white bathrobe jacket. They get married in a kittel. You're also traditionally buried in a white kittel because we come from dust and you return to dust, and to purify ourselves. Anyone else? Looks nice. Looks nice. Good feng shui. Yeah, right. It's why we wear white robes. Okay. So. Like a bride. That's a good one. Fresh start to the year. So, although in Judaism, all of these are good answers, right? Oh, yeah. So, yeah. A new year and a new tabula rasa, new page. Very nice. So it means all of these things. And sometimes when we are going through the process of trying to change, it can start with what we're doing on the outside. Of course, the work that we really want to do is on the inside. But it's kind of like going to the gym. Maybe if you put on the clothes, there's a better chance of you doing it. If you're wearing the right sneakers and if you're wearing the right things on the outside, we can change it on the inside. And for me, when I was a little girl, I grew up at Sha'ar Tefillah in Manhattan. I don't know how many Torahs were in that ark, 14, 15, I don't know. But just that moment of the ark opening and seeing it all white reminded me that this is a different time of year. And it's a fresh start, it's tabula rasa, and it's a chance for us to look inside. So I invite up Dr. Tom and Judy Landau. We're going to symbolically change all of the Sifrei Torah by doing just one.
Go unto yourself, go unto yourself, go unto yourself, go unto yourself. Each and every one of us, at some point or another, has to go forth on this journey. Lechi lach, and make of our lives and become all that we can be. We will become all that we can be realize all that you are and the power you hold to have an impact on the world. The more you come into you, you'll see the world start to change. You'll see the world start to change. Come into yourself. Go unto yourself. Go unto yourself. Go unto yourself. A journey into yourselves and a journey translating ourselves to the world and giving of what we are to the world. Go unto yourself. Go unto yourself. Go unto yourself. Go unto
A tale is told of a Hasidic rabbi who is asking his students, how far is it? What's the distance between east and west? East is very important to us as Jews. It's where Jerusalem is. We face east normally when we pray. So he asked his students, what's the distance? How far is it? 10,000 miles, 20,000 miles, 500 miles. They all told the miles and kilometers, and he said, and you know, like, how long does it take? Oh, 2 weeks? You know, I would say right now, 11 hours on an airplane. And he said, no. So he calls up a student, and he says, face east, which is that way. He says, face east. And he takes the student and puts his hands on his shoulders and turns him around 180 degrees. That is east, that is west. He said, so the distance is the journey. How long does it take? So year after year, we come to synagogue on Rosh Hashanah, on Yom Kippur, during the high holidays. And yes, the prayer book changed a few years ago, but the words are the same. Wherever you go, the words are the same. But we're different every single year. The journey from east to west can be a quick journey. For lots of us, it's a journey of a lifetime. Of that journey to change, it's a different process and distance every single year. So last year, maybe it was a long journey. This year, maybe it's a shorter journey. But east to west, it's not easy, but it's certainly a journey. We're going to read together. As a clay takes form in a potter's hand, so do we in yours. Mold us into human form. You are the potter, we are but clay. As words are shaped by a poet's hand, so are we by yours. Make us your song. You are the singer. We are your work. As a ship takes its course from a sailor's hand, so do we from yours. Set us on your chosen course. You are the sailor, we are the ship. As threads are patterned by a weaver's hand, so are we by yours. Weave us into your plan, O God. We are your people, you are our King.
As we prepare ourselves for these holidays, Yom Kippur seems like a while away. I need it to be a little bit farther away from right now. But this last section, we won't come to reminding ourselves of the actual sins that we are apologizing, Selichot, that we are apologizing for a few weeks now. But we start today because it takes time to make the journey. So we start this journey tonight. Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu v'Imotenu tavo lefanecha tefillatenu ve'al titalam mitchinatenu Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu tzadikim anachnu v'lo chatanu aval We'll hear the melody of a Shamnu we know so well with a modern understanding of all of those things, Selichot, which we are sorry.
trusting God has a plan. Taking charge when it's not our responsibility, and we just let it go. For all of these things, we open our hearts. We look to you to help us relieve the burden that we carry. As the heavy weight from each year seems to double, you have given us a chance to learn, a chance to grow into our existence. That is why, although it isn't easy, we open our hearts. We join together.
A Shehechianu moment. That was the world premiere of Lexi Weekly's Ashamnu. In our tradition, when something is an acrostic, Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, A, B, C, D, it isn't just what's in there. The way it's communicating to us is that it includes all the things we say and all the things we don't say. And you said a lot in that. Thank you, Lexi.
Thank you. Thank you.
So within the Talmud, there are many discussions about droughts and lots of times when there was no rain. And so the Jewish people would gather and they would pray and fast and do everything they could to get the rain to come. So on one occasion, Rabbi Eliezer, who was one of the leaders of his generation, led the community in prayer for rain. He prayed and prayed and prayed, and still no rain. So then Rabbi Akiva, Rabbi Eliezer's student, came along and tried something else. He recited 5 brief sentences, each one with the words, Avinu Malkeinu, our parent, our sovereign. As soon as Rabbi Akiva finished his simple prayer, clouds formed and it began to rain, a miracle. So why do we believe that God responded with rain when the words Avinu Malkeinu was recited? Lots of answers have been tabled, but maybe it's because Rabbi Akiva called out to God in a way that harmonized the dual roles of the divine, parent and sovereign. Akiva both welcomed God's nurturing parent role and God's majestic ruler role. He showed us that it does not have to be one or the other. May we too learn from God's multifaceted nature and embrace all of our own diverse virtues and facets within us. We will now join together in Avinu Malkeinu. Forgive us, Avinu, we have sinned. Pardon us, Malkeinu, we have transgressed. For you are the one who pardons and forgives. Or maybe it's this way. Forgive us, Avinu, pardon us, Malkeinu. And God replies, no, it's you. You are the one who must pardon and forgive. Forgive the ones around you. You're wasting precious time. Forgive your parents. They did the best they could. Forgive the one who betrayed you. Let go of anger and move on. Forgive yourself for your own imperfection.
Avinu Malkeinu, Chaneinu Vanei.
covenant theme this year comes from Genesis 12, the call of Abraham and Sarah, the call that comes to us, and you shall be a blessing. Consider this evening, we've talked about what's on the outside that leads us into the process of the inside, but what's the blessing that you want to move you towards from east to west on that journey? Close your eyes and think for a moment of what is that blessing that will move you during this high holiday season to start to return.
Hashivenu, Hashivenu, Adonai Elecha, V'nashuva, V'nashuva, Chadesh, Chadesh, Yameinu Hashivenu, Hashivenu, Adonai Elecha, Hashivenu, Hashivenu, Adonai
We invite up Evan and Charlie List.
One thing remains.
One thing remains. So we're taught that if you pass a synagogue and the shofar is being sounded, and you're like, oh yeah, that shofar, it's like, I kind of hear it, you did not fulfill the mitzvah, the commandment of hearing and listening to the shofar. And in fact, not only should you be intentional about listening and hearing the call of the shofar, and we've talked about the visual and what's going on in the inside, but this is our oral wake-up call. It's also supposed to be intentional for the one who is sounding the shofar, also to have intention. So we're going to, together, make our call for Tekiah Gedolah. Do you want to do that? Yes, we should stand. Yes. In Hebrew 3 movement, we say, Lakum b'vakasha.
We're going to say Tekiah Gedolah. 1, 2, 3.
Tekiah Gedolah.
Shana Tova Umetuka. We will see you on Rosh Hashanah.
See you on Rosh Hashanah.